So I'm sure you've seen, no doubt, a comment section or two about the CEO that got whacked in New York yesterday, Brian Thompson. And you've probably seen the same types of comments that I've seen. And this is the season, so I'm going to actually use this as sort of a jumping off point to bring maybe some perspective to this thing that's going to be a little different than what you're going to find from probably anybody else. Do you remember the ghost of Christmas Yet to Come that Scrooge, in the book and in the many different movies of Ebenezer Scrooge, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, there's this really famous scene where Scrooge is watching the people paw through his stuff and that they've looted from his estate, and Scrooge finally tells the spirit, show me some compassion, show me some dignity, show me some warmth that people would ordinarily feel passing of somebody, right? By hook or by crook, the passing of somebody. And so the spirit takes him to Bob Cratchit's house, where Tiny Tim has passed. And that family is completely fallen to pieces. I'm sure you kind of have an idea of where I'm going with this. I'm not without compassion for somebody. I gotta tell you though, this has gotten this bad. And this is a fairly and of course this is the Ebenezer Scrooge A Christmas Carol thing, is this is a fairly predictable and preventable outcome. All of this is preventable. All of this type of a lack of human compassion, the whole that's all very preventable by not ripping people off, by not deliberately trying to rip everybody off. And as I spoke about just yesterday, and I don't typically go into current events very often, but this one I've making an exception on. And it's because there's so much we can pull out of this. We can learn an awful lot from this whole story, the way that all of this is played out and the way that it's been carried out, not just with the media, but particularly by the comments of people like you and I. And we can learn quite a bit of this. This is a preventable tragedy, okay? A lot of these people are running scams. I mean, just the other day, we saw this, that Hot Tua girl, right? That got roped in. I'll do a separate video on that, but got roped into something and then released a shit coin and then rugged everybody. It's this kind of stuff is what goes on when you lose high trust society, you lose any kind of values, you lose all that kind of stuff, because all you're doing is just saying, well, is it legal? Yeah, it's legal. Okay, fine, whatever. Do whatever we want. Not whether or not it's right to do something like that. Yeah, it's legal for an insurance company to rug people. It's not right. And you're probably going to see more and more of this. And I gotta tell you, the comment sections are gonna be filled with the same type of people, all saying the same thing, whatever, who cares? Who cares that somebody got, some CEO got whacked over God knows what. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to end up seeing. And once again, preventable. All of this is preventable if you guys are willing to start actually being honest with the people that you have been screwing for a long time, right? So I'm talking to all you CEOs out there. I'm talking to all you politicians, all you fucking pigs. I'm talking to all you judges that you have been hosing people for decades. That fear is starting to rapidly go away. And the faster it goes away, it starts very slowly, then very quickly, right? Kind of like bankruptcy. Well, this is coming. This is what's coming for you. All of you people who are in positions of power, unless you're willing to actually start leveling with people and stop talking at them and start talking to them.